But I've also implemented the 3-tier system where I don't have to follow the ideal one every day, but we'll get into that. And so these are things that I click to do. It's not in order on here, so. Oh my gosh, friend, I have had the absolute worst sleeping schedule since the beginning of December, and it is absolutely interfering with my productivity at this point. Absolutely interfering with my productivity, but I am on the mend, kind of, sorta. It's been so hard to stick to all the plans that I've lined out in my previous videos of my New Year reset and all my goals, and like I have all these systems in place, but I haven't actually been following them because I haven't been going to bed and I haven't been getting up when I want to, you know? Like I need enough time in the day to do all the things. And while I understand that it's impossible to do everything, I also accept that I've been going to bed at 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. and not getting up at 8 a.m. the way I would prefer, or even 6 a.m. like I would prefer, because of my own behavior, and so that there is room for improvement, not in a you have to do everything way, but in a I'm wasting my own time kind of way. You understand? And so yeah, I've written myself an ideal nighttime routine to hopefully fix this, because I understand that a good morning is determined by a good night, and I like to set out steps, routines, things to follow, instructions. I basically have an instruction manual for everything for myself, and so that's what I've done. I've created a routine for my nighttime. I actually wrote it early December and I have practiced it, which is why I know that I love it. But it was easy to follow when I could go to bed at 5 a.m. and wake up at 1 p.m. and it not matter during the holidays. Now it matters, and so doing that routine at 2 a.m. isn't feasible anymore, you know? Now that I'm back at work and I'm trying to accomplish my personal goals, stay consistent on YouTube again, lose weight, get these papers written, like it's a lot to do and I need time in my day to do it, you know? That's my current issue. So my goal for this video is to figure out how to create time for my routines, and to really honestly, I'm filming this to force myself into doing a nighttime routine, because my morning routine, babe, I've got her down. I do her, I don't care if I wake up at 4, 7, 11, I'm doing my morning routine. I've got it down 30 minutes to an hour. I love it. I'm never skipping it. My nighttime routine, she needs some work. There is nothing to wind me down. I've not done that actual process since Christmas, I don't think. And today is January 15th. So it's been like 3 weeks since I've actually followed my nighttime routine. So yeah, I am going to tell you my ideal routine, but I've also implemented the 3-tier system where I don't have to follow the ideal one every day, but we'll get into that. And I'm gonna film today through Friday, the end of my work week, just to show realistically how I am approaching it. Cause like I said, I'm nowhere near the ideal, but I need some pressure. I need some accountability to try for it, to see how well I can get it done, you know? First, I need to knock some more to-dos because it's already 10. It's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. because of what I mentioned. Can you see the clock? It's 10 p.m. So I still have some non-PhD work to do. I still need to eat myself a quick little snack / dinner. And then I can get into what is supposed to be my wind down routine. So let me do some computer work. I think I'm gonna eat me some yogurt, and I still have 2 personal daily goals to meet for the day that I will do while I'm doing this work. So I have my daily column where I have a star for each one of my daily habits that I'm tracking. And today I haven't gotten my water goal yet because I have to finish this bottle. And what else have I not gotten? I've gotten 10K, I've gotten strength, gotten sleep. Oh, I haven't gotten my protein goal, but I will once I eat this. So eating and drinking this, I will meet all my daily goals. And then if I do this one more task, I will have done all of my to-dos for the day. And I'm filming this video, so that's also what you do. Done. So we're on the upswing, bitch. We're on the upswing. Okay. So I measure out servings now because we're real literal, real quantitative if you watched my 2025 fitness video. So one serving is a 1/4 cup. Is there more in here? There is. Okay. So that's 1/4 cup of peanuts. Is there still room? I have a giant straw to make drinking my water out of my big bottle easier. That's my #1 hack for dehydration, a straw for every bottle you have. Makes it so easy. I love peanuts. I also have sunflower seeds and I think cashews in here, but I haven't eaten those in a good bit. And then I also eat the Oikos protein yogurt basically every day. Every day. I just put cinnamon and honey in it. And we're good to go. Extras would be fruit or granola. I want to eat some candy, so I'm not going to eat the healthy things, but I will still eat the base. Like I could eat me some chocolate or I could eat an apple right now. I'm gonna eat the chocolate, but it's gonna be after I eat the healthy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm also gonna finish watching the YouTube video I'm watching while I eat this. Great. Dinner. Amen. And this looks small, but this is 20 grams of protein and this is 10. So this is 30 grams of protein and 350 calories or something. So judge yourself.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Jenna's waiting for...
Which one Holly housewife is going to go for? You think about new head sticks and slugs, Jenna, what do you think?
Oh no. Oh boy. Most depressing years of my life.
Okay. Whenever I need to be awake, I have all my lights on. That way, when it's time to go to bed and I have the lights off, it's a clear signal that it's evening time. Anyway, I've just sent out the email invitations for the Reproductive People Club. I have recently decided, it'll have already closed by the time you're seeing this, but I've just decided to close the submission. I initially have had it open on a rolling basis, but given my schedule and how intimate this group is, I don't find that to be realistic. And I've been watching videos on YouTube about businesses, and I've been loving this channel. Dea, love her channel. Love her channel. And she was just talking about sustainability and not doing too many things at once and letting things be sequential, and about funneling in people and like just stuff that I've never thought about. And it made me think about just the fact that having people sign up continually on my channel, it's not a sustainable model, because how often would I check in that people have submitted applications, and then how often would I send them emails? What would it say? Like that's a whole onboarding process that I would have to do systematically on top of maintaining the already existing group and then continually introducing people. And it's already so personal. Like that just seems like a lot and would interfere with the trust that's being built. So I've decided to instead implement an enrollment process. So it's open right now, and I'm going to post tomorrow that it closes on January 31st. So if you're considering joining, you gotta join now, because after that date, I'm not looking at it, and I'm fostering the community that has signed up for it for this set amount of weeks. And then we're gonna have a hiatus, and it's gonna come back in the fall. We're gonna, cause you can't always be improving. I want to improve together, and then some time to live. And then if you wanna come back, you can come back, or you can sign up if you want to. So when it returns in the fall, enrollment will reopen for anyone that might want to join. But yeah, I realize that that's more sustainable for me, and that way I don't always have to be plugging it, but I can still talk about it continually as a promotion for it. But yeah, I've been thinking about that, and so I've sent out the initial invitations. When I post about the enrollment deadline, I am going to email everyone else. I've updated the process because I can talk about this here because it's my channel, but now that I am like fostering an intentional community, and I'm thinking about it as a foundation for a course that I will eventually sell and workshop, is made it more serious for me that I seriously want to quantitatively change people's lives and have proof of that through their own involvement, and I want them to connect to each other. So previously the club was just every week people kind of did whatever they wanted, could come in and out. They didn't do their report cards. It was a very just like kind of casual come together accountability group, and it was great. Not trying to make it sound like it wasn't anything, but it was just like I had a lot of standards in my head for it that I did not enforce because I didn't feel like I could. I just was trying to create the space. But then as it continued to go, it was only supposed to go for 12 weeks. It went for much longer. And I realized that I was more and more frustrated with the format that I had it in. I was more frustrated that people weren't doing the report cards. I was more frustrated that people were just popping in and out, that they weren't being serious about committed to showing up. I had created so many options and people weren't showing up, and it was feeling disrespectful of the people who were committed and showing up consistently to just pop in and out and hear their personal information. And so like I took all of my frustrations and I turned those into rules for this new version. And so it's not every week, it's every 2 weeks. You have to be involved in the Discord every single week. When you post a report card, you have to do the report card. I've even created a free template, so there's no excuse about how do I do this. I've created a template. I post my own version every week, also as an example. So everything I do is in service to these community members. And then also a requirement is that you attend, that I will be taking attendance, and after a certain amount of misses, you're out. This is a very safe and intentional space. You can't just treat it like it's anything, you know, like this is important to me. And so I've created those rules, and because of that difference in the structure, I've created a commitment form where you need to read these new guidelines, read the new setup, look at the new logo, and say, yes, I'm in, no, I'm not in. Because 40 people have submitted their name, but only 9 people have said that they are committed. And that's the difference between like a broad offering and people, and like making people commit to something. Like acknowledge that you've read these rules and you're committing to mandatory attendance. Now that I have your word, let's have a good time. I've just thought about it so much more in depth. Like I'm so happy that I started when I had the idea and that I was able to test it in a way to now that I have a clearer idea of what I want it to be. And I can very clearly see how these foundations in this club is going to continue to grow now that I have these safeguards and intentions in place, and how I can just focus on that. Because also in the videos I'm watching, she's talking about how a big problem with trying to create a successful business and a successful life is opening too many jars. And so I feel like an open and rolling enrollment is too many jars. I feel like trying to continually grow too many blogs is too many jars. Like to just focus on my videos, this community, my PhD. I could say health and wellness, but I feel like that should be assumed. But yeah, like she was talking about never have more than 3 projects. Those are my 3 projects: my PhD, my YouTube, this community. And then I have things that are in service to those goals. But yeah, I feel so clear and excited about it. It starts this weekend of me recording this. It is the upcoming, like it's in 4 days for me. And I'm very excited about it. I miss this community. It makes me so happy to have found real friends through the internet. But yes, anyway, I'm probably gonna have to cut most of that because I've been jibber jabbering about not what I picked up my camera for. So I picked up my camera to say that it's currently 11:20 p.m. and I am finally done with all of my tasks for the day, so I can click those off. And I want to share with you my ideal nighttime routine that I wrote out in December when I was making my New Year's 2025 reset. When I wrote out my ideal every single day, I wrote it out. I already had an idea, and I started trying to do it in December, so I've also done it some days. So first of all, it starts at 7 p.m. I'm going to talk about time management probably in every single video because it is the #1 problem I'm having for elevating to my next level. So I'm going to be trying so many things in every video to get it together because I know where my bar is, and now I'm just going to move myself to it. That's my approach to life. And so my ideal nighttime routine starts at 7 p.m. Like I said, it's 11:20. So I know that's a little crazy, but yeah, I have timed myself doing this routine, and it takes me if I am really enjoying myself, like being slow, it'll take me a good hour to an hour and a half. And so if I want to be in bed by 9 in order to wake up at 5 a.m., then I need to start this at 7 p.m. nightly. I work backwards. And so if I'm ever going to be that 5 a.m. girly that I will be, in order to do that, I have to get my bedtime to 9 p.m., which means I should start winding down at 7, which means I should have all of my work done at work and all of my YouTube work done between 5 and 7. So, you know, I can see the calendar time blocked very clearly. I just need to start implementing it, child. Okay? But yeah, so let me tell you what the routine is. These are the steps. These are literally on my phone. These are things that I check off in Todoist. Actually, I have it listed so many places. I'm a literal freak. So I have this app called Todoist. Evening devotion. I also have a task edit titled morning devotion. And so these are things that I click to do. It's not in order on here, so it's just, it has them in there. So the order is to first fill up my water bottles. I want to get 100 ounces of water a day. I have 3 bottles that if I fill them up every single night, I have them to drink to meet that goal. So that's me honoring tomorrow's journey by filling up my water bottles. And then I want to thank my body for all its hard work today and give it the supplements that it needs. So I take my supplements at night because I take magnesium, vitamin D, and fish oil. And those are relevant to my personal issues. And so I take my supplements after I fill up my water because I'm, you know, filling up water. I got drinking water. So those are kind of habits stacked together. And then once I've taken my supplements, that's kind of my signal to myself that it's bedtime. Like that says we're going to bed. And so then I reflect on my day and honor whatever I've accomplished. And so I have several things that I do to document my life that I have in place. And so this is a part of my nighttime routine. I have my bullet journal. I was about to fall over. So I have my bullet journal here, and I have bookmarked my trackers. I bookmarked the trackers that I do nightly. So every single night I open to these pages. So I have this tracker and the other one I just showed you, that's just 2 pages that I make sure I do at night. So that's my physical documentation of my life. I also track this digitally. I have an Excel sheet that tracks my nutrition and my workouts. And then I also have a journal reflection practice through my daily column. It's a subscription service newsletter where I reflect every single night, and it comes out at 8 a.m. the next morning. And so those are all ways of me reflecting on my day through my productivity and time management, through my actual feelings about my day, and then actual like what did I do about my day. So every single kind of way to think about my day, I reflect on daily as I have it, and so that's part of my nighttime routine. And then we get into the cleansing part of the day. And so eliminating any buildup from my day includes showering and trying to incorporate a body lymphatic drainage routine. I've gotten really good at doing my gua sha in the morning, but I also want to implement some kind of nighttime version, so either dry brushing or the body toning cup in the shower. I haven't really tried either one, but I would like to do one of those at nighttime for body drainage. I feel like that would be amazing. So I want to have it stacked with my shower routine nightly. And then also I talked about recently in a video that my skincare routine that I would do at night is a bit different than my morning routine, because I've seen that you're supposed to not use retinol before sunlight. So if I do my skincare routine twice a day like you're supposed to, instead of just once in the morning, if I do it at night, then I can also put on the retinol and the mucin that I don't use in the morning, and then give it time to work overnight without sunlight affecting it. So ideally I would also do my skincare routine after the shower, and then I would lotion my body. I've already shared how ashamed I am of not lotioning myself, given all my tattoos and the fact that I'm black. So I want to make time for that at night as well. And then my number one habit I want to stack is reading. I've been drinking my spearmint tea at night, another healthy habit I've been maintaining, and I would like to read a book with it. In fact, I want to read a book tonight, even though it's 11:30. I need to start this book because it's the middle of January and I said I would read this book in January. So that means I have 2 weeks to read 400 pages because I said I would. So I'm going to start this book tonight actually. And then also I would like to end my day with some pelvic floor exercises. I've been starting my day with posture, with a yogurt. I've been starting my day with a posture correction yoga routine, and that's something I've saved bookmarked on my YouTube channel. And then I also have saved bookmarked in my photos album a pelvic floor routine to relax your hips before bed that I would also like to do because I've gotten real aware of just how bad all of that is. And so that's my ideal routine. That is in total 11 steps. Yes, that is a lot. Yes, it is a lot. And so it would take a good 90 minutes to do all of that. And therefore I can't just start it as when I get sleepy. If I start it when I get sleepy, I'm not going to do all of that. I need to start it at 7 p.m. So that's my ideal. But let's get real. I'm not gonna do that every day. I don't do it every day. So I've implemented the 3-tier list. But because I've been talking too long, I'm not going to describe it right now and I'll tell it to you tomorrow. But briefly, it's essentially taking that 11 and breaking it down into a shorter version and then an even shorter version. So having a bare minimum, a quick version, and then the full version. And choosing between those based on my day and my energy. So instead of like having to do all 11, maybe today I'm gonna do the bare minimum, and maybe that's only 4 or 5 instead of 11. Maybe I have a good bit of time, but not too much. I'll do 8 of them. Maybe I'm actually on time for the day. I can do the full thing. That's the approach I want to take, and so I'll share how I've broken that down later. But now it's time to actually, you know, do it because it's 11:30 p.m. So starts with the tea. I gotta put on the water and let it soak while I shower so that when I'm done with all of my body things, the tea is ready to be with my book. So
please don't let the darkness keep me low halfway. Last things, who can save me? Who can good and tight? My man's an undertaker. He's got a coffin just your size. I do it on the dump. Now you can go and sit on a stump. Coffin just your side. When I was rolling switches, rolling around with my brothers, looking for hoes and liquor.
nigga. Not gonna be home for dinner. Smoking in the garage, yeah. Don't hit my line with a dummy mission. I'm not trying to hang with these bum bitches. Get you drunk for your change.
Oh my gosh, I just got in from work today. It's currently 5:16 and I actually have not worked out today. I did not wake up in time this morning to actually do my workout. I chose to do my morning routine instead of my workout before work because it was feeling more important to me and I knew I could do my workout afterward. I can't do my morning routine in the evening, you know what I'm saying? So I went to bed at what? Let's see, what does my sleep watch say? I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night and I woke up at 9 a.m. and then I ate breakfast and I did my morning routine and I went straight into work and I had my meetings, etc. And now the day is over, but I still need to do my workout because of how things have shaken out this week with my timing. Today is a leg day. It's Thursday, so normally it would be an arm day, but because I didn't start on Monday, I just pushed everything back. So Tuesday I did legs, Wednesday I did arms, today I'm doing legs, tomorrow I'm doing arms, Saturday I'm doing legs. So I still have to work out. How many steps have I gotten? I've gotten 8,000 steps. So I've done great on steps. So I really just gotta make sure I get in my workout and I'll likely meet my goals. But I'm saying this because it's definitely gonna affect my evening routine. My 5 to 9 routine is what I do after work and it's after work. I don't foresee me going to bed at 9, but I might. I don't think I have anything left on my to-do list outside of this workout actually. So let me see. Yes. So maybe I will go to bed at 9. So maybe I'll have time for my full nighttime routine like I did last night, but we'll see. So yeah, my ideal is that I would already have worked out in the morning and so that I would have this time to chill, read, edit, or something between 5 and 7. I want this to be a free block of time for me, ideally. Free block of time to eat or whatever, and then to start my nighttime routine at 7. That's my ideal, but for now 5 to 7 is going to be getting in my workout for the day, and then we'll see what I have time for. I want to tell you my 3 different tiers for my nighttime routine and then see which one we have time for tonight. So currently, as I'm getting ready to go to the gym, I've come home, so I have this bottle of water to finish, and I've been watching time blocking videos. They haven't been that helpful. All the tips I'm seeing are things I already do. Categorize your to-do lists, prioritize what's important, most, least, whatever. I do all this already. The only difference is that y'all assign times. I assign times too, but all the problems I'm facing are not solved by the videos. I'm 4 videos in on YouTube about time blocking and still nothing that's been like, yes. No, everything is just like, I know all this already. I did just see one person who showed 3 different versions of her calendar that seems like a good approach I might be able to take. So The 4th video seems to be a win, but I still have 2 more in my queue to check out because I really want to try time blocking to help with these dilemmas that I'm currently dealing with, and that'll be next week's video. But I need to create the time block schedule, so I'm watching things to figure out how to do that well instead of just making up shit. And then next week we'll see how it goes. So anyway, hello, happy Thursday. I'm about to go to the gym, and I'll see you when I get home. I didn't record it, but I actually decided to cook dinner because my phone was on 10% and I needed to charge it. So I made quesadillas. It's chicken, steak, beans, pinto and black, onion, bell pepper, cheese, taco seasoning, tortilla. So yeah, I'm eating this and then I'm gonna go to the gym because carbs before the gym is fantastic. I also just got a brand new, well, actually, my gym bag was stolen out of my car. I keep it in my car. It was not in my car, not in my house, not in the gym. It was stolen. So I've had to replace everything. But anyway, I just got a new pre-workout pack. Like, this is unopened. But the bottle I use, my shaker, is gone. So I don't know how I'm going to mix it, like what I'm going to mix it in. That's why I got it yesterday, but I didn't use it yesterday because my bag is stolen. Everything that you've ever seen me use in the gym is stolen. So I had to buy new things. So I literally bought overnight shipping for these resistance bands made out of cloth because I do own some stretchy ones, but they suck. I hate them. They just pull on my skin and my hair. So I like getting these ones. I also overnighted some ankle weights. They're over there because they're heavy. But yeah, so I also got some 5-pound ankle weights. And then what also did I replace? I think that's all I've replaced so far. There was a lot of stuff in there. Socks, lotion, very fancy lotion, fancy tripods for my phone, my fanny pack that I wear when I'm walking, my phone stand, all of my everything. I literally had actually just reorganized it. I bought little baggies. I organized what was in each pocket. I was going to film a what's in all my bags video, and then my gym bag was stolen. So, you know, I had to overcome that to continue to work out this week. That's why I didn't work out on Monday. Very distraught. But this is day 3 of 3 once I get going. So I just gotta figure out what the hell I'm going to make my pre-workout in here at home, which is why I turned on my camera, because I was like, I'm gonna make my pre-workout, and it's 8 p.m. So I actually won't be finished at the gym probably until like 10, most likely, which means I definitely won't be going to bed at no 8 p.m. It's 8 o'clock right now. So, you know, I'm gonna finish my quesadilla and actually go to the gym. I thought my neighbors were cool. This was so disappointing. It wasn't like a broken window or anything like that. Like, literally, it's just that my locking mechanism for my car, I think, is broken because of the button or whatever. And so, unless I lock it with the inside thing, there's no guarantee that it's locked. So I just think someone broke in and took it because they thought it was a real purse. And I mean, everything in there is valuable. And I mean, if you did sell it or use it, it's like $300 worth of stuff probably in that gym bag. Oh my fucking God. At least I had took my iPad out of the bag because I've been taking my iPad to the gym to document. Thank God I took it out.
500, 200, 89, 86. So yeah, we kind of go back down to my average. August was my lowest performing month, which very busy month for us or for me. And then for January being the biggest payout, I expected that.
And here am I alone with only golden tiny star is but a prayer.
I must admit that I recognize the irony in me in me titling this my 5 to 9 routine and this not ending at 9 at any night, but it is my night routine nonetheless. Okay, this is me strategizing, not really giving an example of the perfect routine. This is me building it with you, thinking through what I should be doing and continually implementing it. I have not solved all of my problems in January. Okay, so yeah, I really enjoyed doing my full nighttime routine last night, but I recognize that it's not realistic to think I'm gonna be able to do that every single night. And so I know that I need some kind of wind down routine to motivate me to go to bed and wake up on time. So I must do something, but I can't always do my 11 steps, right? So my solution is the 3-tier system. I took those 11 steps and I broke it down into 2 other tiers. So all 11 steps of what I did yesterday is my full experience of the nighttime routine. And that's going to be reserved for nights when I am actually on my shit. I'm starting it at the right time. I really feel like doing it. I really need it. Like whenever I need the full experience, I'll do all those steps. The other 2 tiers below that are the quick commitments and then the bare minimum. So if everything is tier 3, tier 2 is my quick commitments. So instead of 11 things, I've taken off 3 things. And I would like to work up to the full experience, but given that it's literally 12 o'clock, there's no way for me to do the full experience like every day, just being realistic. So tier 2, I took out bullet journaling, the pelvic floor exercises, and lotion. Like maybe I don't have to do those every single day, but I would still like to commit to making sure I do my skincare routine with retinol. That would be a really nice commitment to make. Drinking tea every night would be a really nice commitment to make. And the ones that I cut out are things that I could do later, like bullet journaling I could do in the morning if I don't do it at night. I could do it in the afternoon because I track everything on my phone and fill it in later, on the weekend. I could do pelvic floor exercises at a different part of my day, maybe during my mobility routine. Maybe I can lotion myself in the morning, so there are other places I could put those. So those are just a part of the full experience. I took them out because I can do them otherwise, and so I have my quick commitments. So that took me from 11 things to 8 things. And then to take out even more, I was like, okay, 8 still seems like a lot of things to try to do in one night. Like maybe I can't do all of that. What would be my bare minimum? And so my bare minimum are my non-negotiables, the habits that I am committed to building and that I would like to hold myself accountable to every single night as my bare minimum routine. Like if I can't do anything, I must do these things. And so that's my bare minimum, and that took my list from 8 things to 6 things that I feel like I would like to do every single evening to wind down. I need to do something, but I can't always do everything. So I've put my list basically in half from the full experience, and my bare minimum is the things that I need to do to have a productive tomorrow. Like those other things feel nice, but the bare minimum are the things that I need to do, that I've committed to doing, and that make my tomorrow better. So those are filling up my water bottles to meet my water goal, taking my supplements, that's a commitment, tracking my behavior through my deficit log is a commitment. My daily column, it's a subscription. People are paying for that. That's a commitment. Showering, that's a commitment. And then a habit that I am committed to building is reading 10 pages, because that's also something I've committed to. So these are things that I said I would be doing and I need to make time for. So those are my bare minimum. So I have 3 tiers for what I can do in my nighttime routine, and my approach to this is just to I would just consider how much time I have. Like right now it's 12:20, and so I've actually already done about 4 things off this list, and so it's like, how much more am I willing to do? I'm willing to do 3 more things. So this is more like this is me doing my tier 2. I'm not doing the full experience, but I am doing my quick commitments and a bit above my bare minimum, just because I really want to. But realistically, I could probably just do my bare minimum. Only reason I'm not doing the bare minimum is because my meeting isn't until 3 p.m. So I'm actually planning to spend my morning working and not working out, so like I can sleep in. Whenever I don't go to the gym before work, I sleep in. And so I'm not going to the gym in the morning. I'm going to go straight to work and spend my full day before my meeting doing work. And then as soon as that meeting is over at 4, I'm gonna go work out. So because I've decided that, I'm okay with going to bed whenever, you know. If I had a meeting at 10 a.m., I would have done my bare minimum, call it a day, you know? So that's just kind of why I've set this up like that. And if you're thinking, how do you know which is which? Go write it down. I have things written on my mirror. I have a whiteboard in my room. I have a chalkboard in the front of my kitchen or like over there by my chair. I have a literal app called Todoist where I have a recurring event called Evening Devotion where I click off things. And if I need to reference it, I have a daily references folder. Like I have places for the things I need to remember. Like I do not rely on my memory. I write it out. I save it somewhere. I reference it. Relying on my memory to be productive, it has never worked for me. So I write out these lists, I save them somewhere, and then I like, this one. And then I just follow the instructions that I've laid out for myself. So yeah, that's how I plan on implementing it. And then the more I do it, the more I won't need to look at the list. Like when I started my washer routine, I downloaded a video, I followed it to a T. After a week, I didn't need to follow the video. Now I can do it and talk. So like it's just become a habit the more I've gotten used to it, and so that's how I'm approaching doing this routine. Starting with the bare minimum, eventually getting used to that, you know, a sustainable, slow build approach to this routine. So anyway, I'm gonna finish taking down my hair. I generally try to keep these in for 2 weeks, and then past that it's like pushing it on the healthiness of it all. But it's so cute. I really like the bob length look, but we're pushing it on the health of my hair because rubber bands obviously aren't great. So it's time. Okay, one side done. That's still like curled straight. My hair is down here, so straight versus curls. I feel like my braid out is about like right here. My straight look is here, curled is up here, and then this is like I can manipulate my locks to be any length I wanted them to be, and the longer they are, the more options I have for the manipulation, and I just love it. Okay. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, friend. I am finally home from work. Okay, I keep it nice and toasty in here, so I'm actually hot. I'm home from work and it is 5:15, 5:18 right now, and I still have to go work out. So as we discussed before, in my ideal evening routine, I would have worked out in the morning and therefore there is no need to work out in the afternoon, but there should be empty space for walking. But we're not in the ideal just yet. I think next week will be the ideal because this week I got a lot of shit crossed off the to-do list. Like, we're doing really good on productivity and like energy this week compared to last week. Last week I was dead. I was a zombie. This week I started off a little and now I'm like hot girl productive queen. So we're making our way up. I feel like next week when we get into the time blocking video, it's going to be exceptional. But anyway, as of right now, we're not on the ideal. I need to work out still. How many steps have I gotten for the day? For the day, I'm at 4,500 steps for the day. So yeah, I still have to do my whole hour walk, which is next. So I am going to put up my things. I've just come home to some packages, but I still have to drink this bottle before I leave. So I want to drink this bottle of water, get dressed for the gym, work out, and then I'll have the other bottle when I get home. And I still have much on my to-do list because it is Friday. Friday through Sunday are my businesswoman hat days. So I've taken off my scientist hat and I'm going to put on my businesswoman hat and deal with any brand deal emails or editing or scripting or whatever. I've had a new series idea that I talked about with a colleague that I'm going to start. It's businesswoman hat time, but that'll be after the gym. But I say that to say that on my to-do list still for the evening, I need to write an announcement for my Reproductive People Club. I talked to you about how I've changed the enrollment date. I need to schedule my newsletter for tomorrow morning. I've already written it on my phone, but I need to schedule it and record the voiceover because accessibility. And I need to rough cut a blog. So I am now working with the brand that I've started back using this morning, and I need to edit those videos, 2 videos for them tomorrow. But that'll only work if I can rough cut one tonight because I'm real iffy about I just get real iffy about rough cutting and finishing in the same session. I like being able to rough cut in one session and finish the edits in another. Doing it all at once always makes me feel overwhelmed, so I want to do the rough cut tonight and the full edit tomorrow. So anyway, I said that to say that's 1, 2, 3 business related tasks for love. This is 3 business related tasks for my media, and then I just have my regular evening routine, daily walk, workout. So that's 6 things on the to-do list, and it is 5:21. So, you know, not the ideal routine. So it's looking like tonight though, we'll probably end up doing tier 2 for the nighttime routine, but I won't know until we get there. So let me change my clothes and drink my water. I actually brought my clothes with me to change at school, but I got packages, so I wanted to come home and make sure they weren't stolen, and you know. So anyway, did I send the promo pics to my phone to share tomorrow when it goes live? No, I did not send them to my phone. Send the pictures to my phone, please. Thank you. Okay, supplements, daily call. Supplements. It's looking like I might not do this column, girl, because I could really just go to bed right now. This is very non-negotiable, but the column kind of is. I already have something being emailed in the morning. You don't want too many emails from one person, right? It's okay. Oh, but it's not even 2 a.m. Maybe I could do it real quick. God damn it. I'm always curious how much I'm going to end up keeping in my vlogs. Because I record everything, and I very well may share everything, but I don't know until I get down to the editing, you know? Same approaches with writing, where it's like, you know, you write it all and then you edit it down. That's my approach with recording my life. I just record everything I feel like recording. And then when it's time to edit that motherfucker, I'm like, oh. You know, it's great. Because like, while I remember the theme of the video, of course, I don't remember these little moments. I don't know exactly what I said. So it's always fun to see what the hell I'm talking about and decide how much to keep. Issue number 40, January 17th. Photos of the day. Filters, let's do none. Okay. Have we taken any pictures today? What the fuck is your problem, guys? Literally no one told you to do that. Why is Canva acting like this with me right now? I took like no pictures, so I don't have anything to put into my daily column. It has been that much of a work day, but I've gotten a shit ton done. That thing, I've gotten a shit ton done. So you know what? Going with my first mind, we're just gonna have the one email in your inbox in the morning. Okay, so that means we're gonna check that as supplements as done, reflection is not done. And then as far as my to-do list, I can go ahead and update these recurring events to the current day. Now I am all ready and my nighttime routine is done. My bare minimum is accomplished. Now I can go to bed, doing exactly what I need to do. And I ain't gotta be with nobody tomorrow, so I'm gonna wake up whenever my body decides. Oh my gosh. Thank you for spending these last couple days with me while I figure out my nighttime routine. I really feel like I have built a nice foundation, and while the timing is absolutely fucking crazy, I have somewhere to start, you know? If I'm going to bed at 2 a.m., I know my ideal is 8. So realistically, I'm always going to shoot for it, if I'm being honest with you, but I don't think I'll probably get there until probably March. You know, for this next week, I can aim for going to bed at midnight instead of 2 a.m. like I have this week. And then the week after, I can try to aim for 10 p.m., you know, and then by February, I can try to aim for 8 p.m. Like, I know I have to build it up little by little. Like, it's not going to be perfect at 8 right now, but that is still like my ultimate aim. So I appreciate us spending this time together, and I'm just going to keep updating you as I get it together, as I continue on my journey with my content creation, with my postdoc journey, my scientific career journey, my health and fitness, all of it, girl. You know what we're doing here.
Women's stories matter. Yeah. Right. They just matter.
Lifestyle. Okay, so I hope I see you next week, and hopefully my life is more together. If you enjoyed this vlog, I would check out my benefits of being bored vlog, where I also do a nighttime routine, but I talk you through how I have learned to accept my solo time and how it has transformed my life as someone who used to be addicted to chaos. So I would check that out, or whatever the algorithm is recommending, and I will see you the next time. Bye, friend.